Hey guys, what a rainy day today. So I think this would be the perfect time for me go inside the house and do a rain suit unboxing. And the reason I bought the rain suit from Revit is because of a situation like this where it is raining and I want to ride either my scooter or my motorcycle and I can't do that. So let's go inside. We'll unbox what I bought. And I bought everything from a website called motorcyclegear.com. And the three things cost me total $128 plus tax with free shipping. And those are the things that I bought. Okay, so the Nitric 3 H2O rain jacket. This one is last season's model. The newest model is Nitric 4 H2O. This is Nitric 3, and it's on sale at an incredible $59. The Nitric 4, which had a slight improvements in terms of design, is selling for $149. So this is definitely a steal for a previous year model version of the rain jacket. This is an Essential Rain Pants Acid 4 H2O, and this is the newest model, and I think it was selling for $49. But if you go on the website, I think it was selling for $59 at their website, so a $10 discount for the newest model. And this is the Spidi High-Vis WP boot cover. This is in obviously fluorescent color. So hopefully with those three together, I shouldn't have to worry about riding in the rain. So a little backstory. The reason I bought those is because I had previously had some rain waterproof jacket and pants, but those are for bicycles. When I went out and bought my new CTX 700 that you see at the beginning of the video, I rode the bike back and it was pouring rain, and it's a 100-mile ride from my home to the seller's house. So on the way back, halfway, it starts to pour. The rain starts to, fall really, really hard. I put on the rain jacket and I put on the rain pants. Remember, those are for the bicycles. And I was 50% wet when I got home. And I did not have a boot cover, so my shoes was totally soaked. After that, I decided I should get proper rain gears, because when I had my other bikes before, I had full rain gear and that hadn't caused any issues. So time for new rain gears, right? So let's just unbox those, take a look. I'm gonna put them on and tell you guys about the sizing of those items, and then hopefully I can find some rainy days, go out, do some rainy day rides, and then give you guys an impression on what I think about the performance of the package as a whole. Okay, so again, this one is from, I think, a company called Spidi. And again, the website Motorcycle Gears or motorcyclegear.com is kind of like a clearance on sale budget website where you can often find really good deals from last year's models, clearances, closeouts. So I highly suggest you guys go to the website and give it a try. Great price can be found on a lot of motorcycle safety gears and apparels. Okay, so this is the boots. Again, I'm just gonna unbox the easiest ones, and it does look nice. You have a rubber bottom, and of course it's open like that, and you have some sort of rubber to hold the boots in place if you're wearing a motorcycle rain boots, okay, or motorcycle boots or whatever for any reason. And you have a Velcro closure, entirely Velcro, so you just peel it out and it should open up entirely, which is nice. This is a coated PVC, feels like, and it's size large with a kind of stretchy area over here. So it is very highly visible, okay? And in terms of sizing, it looks like it's gonna fit. So let me just find one of my shoes really quick. So I have my, this is my Eco hiking boots. This is Gore-Tex rainproof boots. So let's put it in. Let's see what it feels like. All right. And in terms of sizing, I wear a size 9.5 to 10. And again, this is a slightly larger hiking boots. So you have in the bottom, you have this little thing. This, I don't think it's used for catching it behind, but just for the bottom. To pull it, so if it goes back up, it looks like that. And you can close the shoes. Let's see how it's going to do. It's a closure. Looks like it's going to fit. So I am just going to go follow the strip. And again, without me actually in it, kind of weird, but this should be a good demo. And you close this. All right, in terms of sizing, size large, I would say fits shoes between size 10 and 9.5. So if you need anything larger, I would suggest, or if you wear any sort of bigger boots, definitely go with a extra large or even larger options if there is. But again, I bought this one because it's the only model available and it was on sale. And likely, it looks like it fits some of my boots over here perfectly fine. And I can close the Velcro also perfectly fine. This closure is at the back. So if you start to ride and it starts to rain, your rain pants is supposed to be covering most of the top part of the boots. So you should be fine. Okay, most of the water is not going to accumulate at all, and instead it's just going to fall off. For my cruiser, my riding position is like this, so it's going to all fall off without much rain getting into you. My only concern, small concern, is that the closure of the Velcro on the back, because some water might get in from the back over here, but then again, small issue, the majority part where it's exposed, you have a larger like closure Velcro over here. But as you can see, even for the size large, it did not fully close with the size of my shoes. There are still some empty areas over here. So definitely go size larger. The size large fits probably a size 10 and smaller shoes. If you have a shoes, bigger boots, go with size extra large and larger and so on. It's got reflective materials over here on the side, which is really nice, and on the back. And again, this is for the right foot. For the left foot, obviously it's going to be same thing. You have the reflective material on the side and partially on the back. So that looks like it's going to fit perfectly fine. I'm going to find a smaller shoe that I have, because this one is kind of like full size and extended. So let's find a smaller shoe. Here I have a Eco, just a regular city sneaker, and hopefully this one is going to fit better. And this is also what I wear to work. So if I'm riding to work, I'm going to be wearing those shoes instead of a dedicated motorcycle boots. So keep that in mind. All right, close it at the bottom first. And let's see, this one would, oh, this one is definitely going to fit nicely. Okay, so smaller size boots, absolutely no issues. You have a full closure here. And of course, for this side, again, it's actually best practice to align the central part first. Sometimes the shoes might be bigger, sometimes the shoes might be smaller. Regardless, you should just always align the central Velcro first, because when I aligned it past, the central Velcro doesn't properly align. So I think that's a proper way to do it. And this way you can align everything really nicely. Okay. So it closes like that, and we're going to align all the way to the top. And like so. This is a perfect fit. So I have some area exposed over here. Can probably put it down a little bit, and or like drag it down even more if needed. you also have this little strap, which is adjustable. So now it's not a snap, so you obviously have to like adjust it using this little thing. Okay. Oh, it is adjustable. There's a Velcro here on the other side, looks like. And this, I think you can pull it further in if needed, but you can also loose it a little bit if needed, if you know you have a like thicker ankle. But that's just an added bonus for securing this above the rain pants, so the water does not get into the shoes at all. Okay, so yeah, confirmed. The boots cover works really nicely, and I just need to actually take them with me one day, and if there's a downpour, I think they're gonna come in handy for sure. Okay, all right, so unzip, and the nice thing is that everything could be put back. Let's just put it back properly so they don't sustain much of the stress. And I'm going to close it, aligning the Velcro. All right, like so. And let's see how it is folded. So it is folded this way. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. And I'm just going to kind of fold it nicely and hopefully put both of those back in there without any issues. Which seems to be okay. Not a perfect fit, but oh yeah, fits good. Okay, so Velcro closure. I'm just going to close this. And this is the same material, so it is also waterproof. Same material as the boots. So the boots works great. Again, size large, preferably working for shoes with size 10 or less. Okay. And next, let's take a look at the pants. This is the Rev'It Acid 4 H2O. And again, I bought this one. Preferably, I would want a neon colored one, but this one was on sale, so I went ahead and I bought it. We'll just have to find out whether, you know, it works or not. Just remember how it was put in here. So later on, if you need to repack it, you can pack it nicely back in here. So let's take it out. So they pretty much just rolled the pants in this little pouch. And they fold it half. And that's it. All right, take it out, take a look. Here's the pants. All right, so again, nothing special about the pants. The seams does look nicely sealed. Or I think they call this what, like a laser sealed, whatever it is called. So all the seams are sealed really nicely. Okay, so that's good. The closure, it's your standard closure. It doesn't extend as wide. So, but I think with this kind of opening and kind of the width, it should fit most of the boots that you're riding on. Velcro, 3 pieces, and a single piece straight line Velcro over here. I believe this is for when you're finished with putting your boots on, you simply just get tighter, okay, like so. So there are no how do you call it, zippers. Again, it's not the most expensive or most fancy pants, but for the price of $49, I think it'll work perfectly fine. This is using their standard waterproof technology. I think it was called, let's see, the technology was called Hydrotex. Okay, so that's a tech that they're using. Features reflection at the lower leg, elasticated waistband, and non-stick inner coating for easy access. So the inner coating, let's see, take a look at the top area. Again, those elastic seals are not extra sealed like those glossy looking things. So keep that in mind. I kind of wish like this area would also be sealed as well. But again, I think because the Velcro is going to be above the rain jacket that you're going to have, so it should be okay. Around the pants, the back area, everything is sealed. Okay, so that's nice. And around the crotch, let's take a look at the crotch. All right, so this is at the center junction point. It is, again, sealed as well. So in theory, no water should come through. And this is actually one of the weak points, is under your butt. A lot of times when I'm riding, this is going to be the area that's going to be first getting wet because it's constantly exposed to the water on your saddle. This area, if not sealed properly, water is gonna most easily intrude from this area. So I will definitely keep you guys updated next time in the pouring rain on whether this is gonna hold up or not. And the reflective strip is right here. So once you Velcro close, the strip is pretty nice and wide, and it should provide plenty of visibility. Hydrotax technology as indicated, but again, a very basic pant. There's no drawstrings on the top. There's no Velcro closure on the top. Usually on a more expensive pants, you're gonna have those options for much better fit. And on more expensive pants, you might even have a side opening. But those are as to the cost and as to because they need additional stitching and they need additional sealing on those areas that you have the option to open. So for $49, I think it's a very, very nice basic rain pants that's very well sealed at all junction points. And they said this kind of coating prevents your skin from getting sticky if you're wearing shorts, but I don't think you should be wearing shorts riding motorcycle. But yeah, should be very easy to put on. Actually, let me put it on right now so I can tell you the size. And this is a size small, by the way. I'm gonna try to show you guys like so. All right, not sure if you can see. This is what it looks like. Okay, so another thing very important, there are no pockets in this, so absolutely no pockets. Over here, I already Velcroed at the most inner area, and it still leaves some space for my jeans or my boots to go in there. And over here, this is fully open and it's pretty wide, so it's got plenty of space for you to actually, without taking your shoes on, and put your boots or whatever is needed in here. And what I usually do now, unfortunately, this is not a zipper. With a zipper, it's much easier because you just fold this area to the top and put your boots in there really nicely. This one, you just have to carefully put whatever size boots you have directly through there from the top, which is gonna make things a little bit slower. But again, I'm not gonna complain at $49 for a waterproof pants with basic waterproof ability. All right, so it doesn't look bad at all. Yeah, it's really nice. With the rain boots, it's gonna fully cover the rain boots. Even if you're at the riding position, this is longer than your usual inseam length. So if you usually wear like a size, for me, I'm size 31-30, and this fits perfect with more room. So yeah, even if you wear baggy stuff, it should fit. This is a size small. Again, I'm a waist 31-30, and it's got plenty of length for riding on the cruiser. That gives you a kind of like a sizing comparison. Yeah, and I'm 5'7", 150 pounds. So it works perfectly fine, okay? And you take it off, you literally pull it off. I don't have any boots. If you have boots, obviously loosen this first, and then you should be able to take it off, okay? So let me put the camera back. Let's take a look at the, finally take a look at what is called the jacket, okay? Now, for those, I think they're gonna work perfectly fine. I don't think I'm gonna be able to give you guys a riding impression in this video, so I think I'm just gonna unbox everything. Make sure you subscribe, and once I did test it, I will come back and give you guys a honest opinion on what I think about the waterproof ability in downpour. This is the, again, keep in mind, last generation Nitric 3 H2O, not the Nitric 4, which is the newest one. Usually sells for MSRP over $140. This one is, I think, $59. Crazy good price. Again, size, this is size small as well. Oh, so I bought a size medium for the upper, okay? So again, I don't know why I chose medium. It could be because they only have the medium available at this price. I do not know. But this is the jacket. All right, right off the bat, I can tell you that the more premium jacket just feels nicer compared to the basic pants. Okay? In terms of the materials, like this material feels softer. This is more, how do you say it? Feels just a little bit cheaper, more rigid, and this is more soft. Nitric 3, and again, last year's model. With those next level up models, what you're gonna get is more reflective materials. What you're also gonna get is additional layered internal, where it's gonna further prevent the stickiness of the skin if it ever gets in contact with your skin. If you're wearing a short sleeve, this will help quite a lot in not making it stick to your skin. Okay, so this is really nice, and again, just a quick look, it feels like a premium rain jacket to me, and for $59, it's great. That's everything on the back. There's no additional features that you can see on the back besides the reflective material and a little hook to hook it onto something to dry it. The reflective material is also on the shoulder area right here, and this is reflective, and a bright high-vis reflective area on the top half of the back. The how do you call it? The opening over here next to your wrist is non-zippered, so there's no zipper here. Again, I would always prefer zippered areas for better quicker ability to put it on and off, but this one, no zipper, just the Velcro. It's got a pretty wide Velcro range, so depending on how large your jacket or your body is, you have more options of like closing it down really tightly and really small with a little small hole, or closing it down with more wind and more airflow with a bigger hole right here. Again, the entire jacket is lined with a second layer polyester, which is really nice to make the skin not stick, and actually feels nice compared to touching the very sticky waterproof material that's being built behind under the jacket. Okay, so that was really nice. This material feels a lot more softer compared to the Acid 4 pants, which is interesting. And you have a, how do you call this? You have the neck. So this one extends all the way above the neck, and you have some other, the collars. You have some other jackets that doesn't have any collars for like race bikes or whatever, but this one, it feels like it's more for touring. So it's got a very high collar. You could really well put this into the helmet of your bike. And you also notice there is no no hood on the back, which I actually prefer because then water is not going to accumulate, and you're always going to be wearing your full face helmet. So keep that in mind. And you have a reflective material in the front. Again, the Rev'It logo sign that's reflective, and more reflective material can be seen in the front on the top shoulder area. On the back, a little bit. On the front, quite a lot. You have adjustability on the waist area on both sides. So if the jacket fits a little bit too big, you can always adjust and size it down, which is really nice. So over here on both left and right. And on the closure, high vis top part in the front as well. You have a lot of snap buttons. Okay. And I wonder if this is zippered or it's velcroed. Hopefully it's zippered. Yes, you have a zippered front, which is nice, and a hidden pocket over here under the front closure area for access to wallets and stuff. And this is what a zippered pocket looks like. So it connects to the close to your skin. Okay, so there's a zippered pocket over here. And do we have any other zippered pocket in here? And over here you can see there's a rain fabric over there to cover the top part from the rain going in, and you just zip it off. I don't think this is a YKK zipper. It's kind of a lower quality zipper. Just keep that in mind. In here you don't have any additional pockets, but keep in mind you have an internal pocket right here for easy access if you have to open it without opening the zipper. So there's a pocket over here. Now this pocket is not water sealed, so do not open this when there are water actually running over here, because the water is going to go in and get onto your skin or your jacket. So keep that in mind as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 snap buttons for closure. Those buttons are plastic, so they're not going to rust, which is good. And in addition, you have 2 very big snapped pockets on the outside. So the outside pocket is supposedly waterproofed, okay? It's not gonna interference with the waterproof ability inside, because you can put everything on here, and even the water goes in here, it's not gonna go inside because those are the 2 layers, okay? Compared to the other pocket, which was just 1 layer. So this area is gonna be fully waterproof under. So, but then again, the water is not going to go in there because there is a water stopper over here on the edge. If you're going high speed and the water tries to go up, it's not going to go in. And you also, of course, have this layer over here. The water is not going to, water is going to go down, but it's not going to go in there. So quite safe to use, I would suggest, I would think. Over here, you have another big pocket, exact same design. So they're kind of like symmetrical, which is really nice. And lastly, let me go grab my motorcycle jacket, and I'm gonna put the jacket on, and for you guys to see how well this medium size rain jacket is gonna work with my small size motorcycle jacket. So I'll be back. All right, so I just put on my leather jacket, and now let's put on the rain jacket and see whether the medium size is gonna be a good fit for a small size jacket. You have an additional nice area right here to prevent the water from going in. You just zip it all the way, and we'll close everything. Snap button. So far you can see that it actually covers everything on my body, upper body, so which is really nice. And we haven't played with the adjustable waist strap yet, which you can play around with by losing it and hooking it a lot more so it gets more tight. Okay. Same thing here. So that way, I think a medium size is actually fitting well for a small. I live in Florida, so I'm riding pretty much like all summer long. There's no winter things to consider. And in that case, I think a small size of the rain jacket would actually fit a small size, a person who usually wears a small size jacket during riding, because the medium gives me a lot more extra space over here. But I do have full coverage front and back, and you can see the collar is really nice. It goes all the way above. I have a full face helmet, and it's gonna all, just the water is all gonna drip down from the jacket, okay? So as the last thing, I want to actually put everything on, so you guys can just take a look and preview what it looks like in this video before I start go out ride and give you guys the final impression or the actual impression in the rain in the next video. Okay, so give me 1 second. At the very end, I think it's kind of important to get a good sense of how quickly you can put all the rain gear together in a downpour. Okay, if you couldn't find a bridge onto the highway and the rain is coming, let's give it a try. So the time for me is 5:23, and we're gonna start the timer now and see how long it's gonna take for me to put everything on, including the boots, okay? So I'm gonna start right now. Obviously, I want to put the boots on first. All right, so it looks like the boots, the proper way of putting on the boots is actually from top to bottom, because obviously if I put it from bottom to top, the top part is just not gonna be aligned, okay, which is kind of weird. And I'm gonna put on the other boots. Again, hopefully with a top to bottom approach, it will be a little bit quicker. And it is in fact much quicker from top to bottom. And now I'm gonna put on the rain pants with the boots on. So the Velcro probably has to be loosened all the way. Okay. And let's give it a try. Perfect. The pants is much easier, and the rain is coming, so let's at the very end put on the rain jacket. Okay, so pretty much the only thing that's time consuming, so it took me about 4 minutes. The only thing that's time consuming is the first part where I did not know the proper way of putting on the boots, which probably wasted 1 to 2 minutes. And if you could put the boots on with the top first and align it and go to the bottom, it's much quicker. And now I'm totally rain ready, put on my helmet, I could continue riding without having to worry about getting anything wet or soaked on my body. So that is great. Now I'm just gonna take everything off because it's like super hot, super hot. And I'm sure taking off everything would take less than 2 minutes. All right, jacket's off. Okay, I'm gonna take the pants off. And again, this is with the Velcro fully open. I didn't close the Velcro, but if you want a more tighter fit, you could play around with that Velcro for sure. Again, I kind of wished that this is zippered for the bottom, because otherwise it's just it might scratch your pants and eventually your pants might start to leak. So that's just one concern I have with this pants with no Velcro closure at the bottom. And lastly, the boots, which I'm sure you're not going to be in a rush to take off. And the boots taking off is rather easy as well. You just un-Velcro everything. And your rain gear is completely off, okay? So with everything off, I think it will serve its purpose perfectly fine. And again, you're probably gonna get what you pay for in terms of convenience above certain price point. So in this sense, the convenience will be additional areas of opening that you can quickly open and close. For example, on the pants, I kind of wish the pants would actually expand a little bit bigger. In this instance, this is a basic pants, so it didn't. And for the boots, I kind of also would really prefer a Velcro closure. There were no Velcro closure here. So sadly, eventually with the use of the Velcro, and if you use it a lot, it will diminish in terms of its ability to stick together. And also you might need a new boots protector or, waterproof boots cover. The good news is the boots cover is one of the cheapest to replace. So if it's ever damaged or you're looking for something better with ease of access and more zipper compared to the Velcro, you should certainly do that. I think that convenience is worth spending a little extra for. The pants, basic but waterproof. Would be nice to have zipper, but it doesn't. And the jacket, I think so far is what I like the most. And obviously for obvious reasons, it's very easy to access. It's got additional pockets inside and outside, and it's got adjustment points on all the area that you need it. Also, the material on the jacket feels nicer with the two liners. And again, I said for obvious reasons, this jacket, if it's not on sale or close out, it was $160. But right now it's like close out for $59. It's a great jacket for the price, I would say. So that hopefully could give you guys a kind of like an impression on whether you should get the Rev'It Nitric 3 jacket or the Acid 4 pants, as well as the, I think it's Spidi high-vis boot cover for the rain. And do subscribe to the channel because I really need to test them out in the actual rain to know whether they work good or not. Otherwise, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up button and stay updated. All right. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.